Hey guys, it's Joe here, and in this video I'm going to be redoing my Teen Titans book tag that I did all the way back in 2016. There were about 8 questions, 6 characters, and 2 ships that I did, and when I redid these questions I decided that the questions that I used to use were not really accurate, or they didn't sound the best, so I just had completely rewritten them, and I guess you're going to be seeing what they are. The first character I'm doing is Robin, a character that is a good leader, and for this person I have chosen Rhysand from A Court of Mist and Fury, and this is the second book in the Akatar series. And the reason I chose the second book is because he doesn't really come into play until the second book. He's in the first one a little bit, but you really are introduced to his character more in the second and third book. In the second book, he is proven that he is a great leader by getting secrets revealed and taking care of his friends and supposedly the court that he's actually born to take care of, the Night Court. For 50 years, Rhysand had sacrificed himself and became, I think her name is Amarantha's hoe, in order to save his kingdom, Valoris. And sorry, this might be spoilers for some of you, but that's fine, because by now you should know that I tend to spoil stuff on accident, so, you know, spoiler warning for pretty much every single video I do and every single book I talk about. But yeah, you should really know that by now. And sorry if I sound a little bad today. My allergies have been acting up really bad. I had to take my contacts out, and I had to take an allergy pill, and I almost fell asleep during class today because the allergy pill makes me super drowsy and tired, and it's just something that it does, and it's really annoying. Alright, back to the actual video. The next Teen Titans character is Starfire, and for this I chose a character that is both sweet but strong. For this character, I chose Donatella, or Tella, from the Caraval series, and I chose the second book, Legendary, because this book is in Donatella's point of view, and so you get to see her more than the first book, because the first book is in Scarlet's point of view, and she's kind of chasing her sister around, but in the second book, you're more invested in Donatella's story, and I think in this book, it is shown that she's more of the independent sister, she's more wild, she's stronger, she makes stronger decisions than her older sister just because she feels more wild and free and determined to actually get stuff done. I'm not saying that Scarlet isn't very determined to find her sister, but I feel like the character Donatella relates to me more, and I just like her a lot more for this character as Starfire. She's a very strong, independent woman and doesn't really need a man in this book series or at all, and it's very shown, and that's why I chose Donatella. The next character is Beast Boy, a character that is seen as the Joker or the goofball. For this character, I chose Jamie from the Unbecoming of Mara Dyer series because he's kind of the best friend that plays a bunch of jokes and likes to just make fun of his friends, and I think it's super funny because that's kind of what Beast Boy does, and he's shown on the TV show as the really comical character that tries to lighten everything up, and I think that's kind of what Jamie does, is he tries to tell jokes throughout the series that lightens the mood or the situation that is happening, because most of the situations are pretty dark and bad, so you know, we all need a Jamie in our life. The next character is personally my favorite out of the Teen Titans, and that is Raven. For Raven's character, this character has to be dark and mysterious, and you eventually learn how to love them. For this character, I chose Callan from the Bone Witch series, and there are a lot of reasons why I chose him. Mostly because during the first book, he's seen as a super bad guy that's kind of a jerk, and throughout the first book, you see that he's actually a really cool guy, and in the second and third book, I can't tell you that, but oh wait, I think I did a book review on it, so I will say it. They actually get together, and he's brought into the group as a best friend, and they all see him as a very loyal friend, and they all love him for who he is, even though he's a dark and mysterious character, just like Raven. The last Teen Titan that I'm doing is Cyborg, and for his, I am doing a character that does not get that much attention. And for him, I am saying Johnny from We Were Liars. In We Were Liars, Johnny was one of the kind of main characters, but he didn't really get much attention, he didn't talk much, he didn't get much background, and I thought that was really weird because the other 3 main characters had mostly a lot of background, and it was something I wasn't really expecting. Johnny was kind of a character that was just there. And I feel like a lot of the time Cyborg is just a character that's just there. And I feel really bad for saying that because I really enjoy the character Cyborg and what he does and who he is to the team. And he's a really cool character. And I'm not saying that he doesn't get any attention, I'm just saying he's probably the least favorite out of the Teen Titans. So that's not what I'm saying at all. So don't bash me, because that's not what I mean at all. And now, onto ships. If you don't know what ships are, it is when you have this one character and another character and you wish they were together. That is called a ship. An example would be me saying, oh, I ship those characters. I think they are great together. And I'm sure I have said that in many of my videos because I use that word a lot because I read a lot of books and I watch a lot of movies and TV shows and I ship a lot of people and I ship this character or this ship coming up so much I actually wrote fan fiction about it. We're not going to talk about it though because it's kind of embarrassing, but it's not embarrassing. But yeah, we're just going to go further on into the video. The first ship is BBRae, and that's personally my favorite. That ship is Beast Boy and Raven, and for this I'm saying a couple that hated each other at first but learned to love each other. And for this couple I'm saying Amy and Knox from Dorothy Must Die and not really a trilogy, it's a series now from the series, because when they first met they didn't really like each other, they didn't trust each other, they didn't really want to tell each other anything. And then eventually towards, I guess, the end of the first and second book, I haven't read the third one yet, which I need to do, they don't start to fall in love. Well, they do and don't. It's kind of really difficult with this book and the plotline, and I don't really have time to explain it. Maybe I will on another day, but I read these books probably 3 years ago, so I don't remember too much about them, but I think Amy and Knox represent Raven and Beast Boy a lot, and I don't know. That's why I chose this couple for Raven and Beast Boy. There are going to be huge spoilers in this next book for the Throne of Glass series. It's only the second book, so if you pass it, don't worry about it. But if you're only on the first book or haven't read it yet, I suggest either be ready to be spoiled or skip this entire part. The next main ship of the show is Robstar, and that is actually Robin and Starfire. For this, I'm saying characters that took absolutely forever to get together with. And so for this, I've chosen Selena and Kale. And yes, I know they don't stay together, so don't comment down below, they're broken up. But throughout the first book and most of this book, I absolutely love that couple. I rather wanted Kale over Dorian. I did like the character Dorian, but I liked Kale a lot more. And so I was really excited when they got together, but I feel like it took them absolutely forever to get together because they were both super stubborn and neither of them wanted to hurt Dorian's feelings, which I understand that, but honestly, screw Dorian, get back here, Kale, get back together because that's what I want. That's the ship I have, and I've read a lot of spoilers, so I know it's not going to happen. But yeah, this is a couple that took forever to get together, and I think it took 6 seasons of Teen Titans plus a movie for Robin and Starfire to finally get together, and it's super frustrating because they didn't make any more seasons or movies after that, and so it's like, super frustrating. That is all for this video. Comment down below if you watched my first one, or if you enjoy the Teen Titans, or who your favorite character is. Like my video and subscribe to see more videos from me. I'm also going to be putting my old video down in the description, and the questions, and pretty much anything I really want to put down in the description because I can do that. So that is all. I will see you next time. Bye.